Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem YAHWASHI, BaHashem RaKakwadash, the bonds to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to mighty Akim Wa'akwathium, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Alright, so today's lesson is going to be it's going to basically be about how, the people are not aware of all the signs that's going on, that's going on right now. Like, or as of right now, we prophets, as many brothers have done lessons on it, we see, the famine of the word. We see all these things, the new bills they want to pass to basically make it illegal, for which I believe I did a video on that a few days ago. The bill that they want to pass, in Canada, the bill that they're trying to pass in America now. All right, like they just don't want the prophets out here anymore, and this is a good thing. This is a good thing, all right, because as we see more and more of these prophecies coming to pass, okay, what did YAHAWASHI? All right, let me get that. Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So, not just these prophecies, but everything, all the prophecies that Yahawashi ordained prior to our deliverance, all of these things must come to pass. Okay, and if we're still able to preach this gospel, all right, then that means that we still have work to do. All right, so when all the prophets are when we're not able to go out on the highways and byways, when we're not able to put in this work, we're not able to do all the stuff that we were once able to do, okay, when all the prophecies come to pass, then that's when we can tell that, okay, yes, this is that much closer. But in addition to that, there's also going to be the fact that a lot of people are going to be like, okay, well, now I don't know what to do. Like, I need to go find the prophets. But then when they try to go find the prophets, when things get worse, they're not going to find us, okay? Because the Lord gave these people the opportunity to repent ahead of time, like all this time. But they said, oh no, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. Tomorrow for them never came. All right, because they just want to keep on doing what they want to do, following after their own lusts. All right, so with that in mind, okay, it also ties into some, what's the word? Not enticement, but I guess enticement, or things, temptations that make people think, okay, well, things have gotten better. Maybe Babylon isn't so bad, or maybe I do want to stay in Babylon, okay? And then these people end up choosing the world. All right, let me get that. First John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Okay, so if these people think, you know what, maybe Babylon isn't that bad. Maybe I should try to, build something here. Okay, maybe I do want to be a part of Esau's society and do this, that, and the third. All right, and this is the thing this is the enticement. And speaking as a man, okay, because this is a minor detail. What I'm about to say is a minor detail, and I'm extracting from it a very big thing. But the thing is you have to understand, seeing things spiritually. All right, and through the Spirit, you can see things from like minor details and understand the bigger picture behind it. All right, so with that being said, all right, the thing that I personally noticed, was how in recent media, getting a lot more so-called black people, all right, and kind of like incorporating them into like movies, like say The Little Mermaid, fucking what was that, or some other, like primarily these race swap stuff. Okay, not necessarily like original characters, but just race swap, like Miles Morales, Little Mermaid, and what's that one movie called? The Book of Clarence. All right, so you have all these things, which that's not a race swap thing. That's more, well, it's a race swap to Babylon, but to us we know that that's the true. That was basically the truth. But again, it all goes back into why would they allow something so powerful? Even why would they even allow something so powerful to be publicized like that? All right, and again, it goes to show that their intentions are to make Jake comfortable, make Jake think that, you know what, things are not so bad and things are getting better. All right, so then they start to, because Jake, even on a carnal level, Jake does not love living here. Okay, Jake does not like things. But if they are only able, or if they're only seeing things through a carnal perspective, all right, then they just start to feel like, okay, well, things are getting better, and maybe Esau isn't as bad as I thought he was. Maybe there is hope in a better life if I actually, do this, that, and the third, whatever. Okay, because again, as I said before, like you have to see, and again, I'm coming to this conclusion from this small, quote unquote small, but in actuality, it is the Spirit. All right, but yeah, that is one of the things that I wanted to kind of present. Okay, because in addition, as a result of something like that, like certain medias, like Little Mermaid and Miles Morales and stuff like that, okay, making Jake think, okay, well, yeah, you can be just like Esau too. All right, so with that in mind, with them thinking like that, then they start to forget what's going on around them. Okay, and then they don't see all the prophecies and how YAHAWASHI, or sorry, how YAHAWASHI is just that much closer to returning. So they're just blind to the thing, and they're not looking at the prophecies. They're not measuring the time. All right, we should all be watchmen in our own right, but not everyone is like that. Okay, and you also get this. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right, so right here, this is what's going to happen when they are thinking, oh yeah, life is good in Babylon, this and the third, blah blah blah. Then with all the prophecies that's going on and all the stuff, then that's when everything's going to hit like a truck. It's going to hit as a surprise to them because they weren't paying attention. They chose to ignore. They chose to think everything is good, everything's going to be good and it's going to stay good, but they're not familiarizing themselves with the prophecies of YAHAWASHI and Yahawashi. All right, so now this is what they got. They got, destruction coming upon them, and then, because the thing is, the truth has been preached all throughout the four corners of the earth. Most people, if not everyone, should already know at the very least of this truth. But the thing is that, again, no one, a lot of people just, they don't care. They don't care, and they just want to live in Babylon. And, as a result of that, this is what they have to look forward to. Sirach chapter 14 verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. Okay, and this was another thing that I had personally understood from what he was doing, the intentions behind making all these media movies and all that stuff. That was actually quote unquote finally, not finally, but catered toward Jake. Okay, so these movies were catered toward Jake because there's clearly a behind it. He's not doing it out of the goodness of his heart. He's not doing it because he wants to be good. He's not putting in money to these expensive ass. They're not putting a bunch of money into these high quality movies for Israelites just to say, what, we gotta finally show some love to our so-called black people, to the Israelites. Let's finally give them the love that they deserve. That was not what they planned on. Their plan was something else, because now it's time when getting rocky, when they want to try to make people distract people. Okay, which that's one of the biggest thing. All right, let me actually see if I can find that, because I don't think I can. Listeners. Psalms 38 verse 12. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. Okay, and yeah, they are laying snares. The snares of the this whole life is going to be good. You should choose to live, the Babylonian way, the Babylonian lifestyle. Follow after fucking libertarianism. All right, and like I really can't. That is a big thing. I'm not gonna lie. With Jake always, most of the Israelites, all right, they tend to just believe in like Democrat and liberal thoughts because they perceive, keyword perceive, that is a non-racist side, when in actuality they're both sides are racist and evil, as well as they have hatreds towards you. And the funny thing is that these LGBT Jakes are the ones that will tell you that. They will tell you, I just could not associate myself with, even though I am an alphabet, I don't want to associate with the because they are racist and they hate Israelites, or they hate black people. They so-called black people. They would say black people, but I'm trying to give a lesson. But anyway, yeah, these people, they know firsthand. They experience it firsthand, and it's just, again, like all this. And that's the thing, like, we being on the outside, we wouldn't know that. Okay, we wouldn't know that because we're not in there seeing what they're doing. But these alphabet jakes, of course, they're gonna know, they're gonna experience, they're gonna see it when because they're actually they were in those circles. All right, so yeah, now they're some of them, not all of them, but a few of them were actually exposing them. There was a one video, I think I re-uploaded it from someone else's channel because someone else had re-uploaded it, so then I also re-uploaded it because it was super important. Let me see if I can actually find it. Whatever, I can't find it. All right then. The main thing is the fact that a lot of the things that's going on is how they're trying to entice and convince Jake that living in Babylon is not so bad. You have nothing else, and just basically accept it because things are getting better and things are going to improve a bit by bit for you. But in actuality, their real plan is, the C-HIP. All right, that's their real plan. And ultimately, they have all these technologies that they plan to implement, especially with the whole what's that one thing called? I don't think it was mind. I think I was about to say mind control, but there was something else. Oh yeah, they wanted to assimilate, I believe, because they don't want to do extermination. They said that assimilation was better in some way, shape, or form, and they had done that with the so-called Native American, or they had attempted to do that with the Native Americans. For the most part, a lot of it is true, and I actually even have a picture, not picture, but a screenshot of a comment on this video that I had seen, where there were some people there were some Edomite-looking people that had claimed that they did a DNA test and they found out that they were actually so-called Native Americans. All right, so like this is the thing. Like you can never. That's number one. You can never tell, and you got Edomite-looking people that are thinking like, okay, well, I thought I was white this whole time, but in actuality, I'm actually an Israelite. All right, so it's just that there's a lot of different deceits going on, and Slakia, that got a bit off topic, but just that is another thing, like the whole manner of deceits, okay, and the fact that they are attempting to assimilate us, okay, and when they assimilate us with the whole C-HIP, which I believe it's going to be, like, for the most part, speaking as a man, for the most part, it's going to end up with mind control for the most part, because like there's a lot of things that they can do, and a lot of the stuff that they show in movies, they say that they already had developed it long ago. So when you see stuff like lasers, fucking what was that one movie with that double barrel gun with the curved bullets and stuff like that, all these different things, Wanted, and I think that one movie, Green Hornet, all these freaking weird ass super guns, super weapons and shit like that, they already had it, they are able to expose it because they have something even worse behind closed doors. All right. So, but at the end of the day, I just want to say, freaking, even with all those super weapons and stuff like that, they're nothing to YAHAWASHI. All right. Anyway, moving on. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And this is another thing. Because the devil knows he has a short time, he's doing all this stuff. He's, trying to, stall, trying to drag as many people down as he can, and crazily enough, it's working. It is working because it's getting 2/3 to believe and buy his dream, buy all his the lies that he's putting out there. Okay, and people just like Israel, they're not see through it. They're just allowing themselves to be fooled and deceived. So it's just there's nothing else that Israel can do. All right, like you gotta stay locked in this truth and don't abandon it. Okay, like it's really important to remember that. And this devil gets desperate, especially when he has a short time. When you I imagine, like say for example, you're in a fighting game and your opponent has a life lead. Then you start to get desperate. You start to do things a bit out of character, out of desperation to attempt to get that win. Okay, like it's the same thing for Esau. He's gonna get desperate and start doing certain things. Doing whatever he can that he knows is gonna attempt to work, if not work, especially on these 2/3. But it won't work on the elect. All right. Jeremiah chapter 10, from the top, verse 2, Slakia. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And this is the thing, like when you can't be in a Gentile state of mind. Gentile state of mind where you are thinking like the Babylonians, and then when you see, oh my God, all these wars, all these prophecies coming to pass, you're like you're scared of it. You're troubled by it when the scriptures say you're not supposed to be troubled. Okay, when we hear wars, rumors of wars, and all this stuff like that, we hear North Korea just threatened America. Fucking Russia or Slakia, Israel and Hamas are fighting. Russia and Ukraine are going at it. We're not supposed to be sad. We're not supposed to be scared. We're supposed to be rejoicing because we're getting that much closer to the end. All right. So that's why we're supposed to separate ourselves from the ungodly. All right. We can't think like them or be a part of them, because then you got stuff like this where you will be scared of the signs of heaven, and as a result, you will also be a victim from YAHAWASHI. From the judgment of Yahawah, Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI. Okay. Now Isaiah chapter 30 verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And once again, with all these things, all these I really cannot stress enough the whole trying to get Jake, on Jake to think, we're cool now, like, and you have a whole bunch of Uncle Toms that say, oh yeah, racism isn't a thing, racism doesn't exist, that and they're trying their hardest to fucking save their slave master and whatnot. Okay. Again, like they trust in the shadow of Egypt, but that's going to be their downfall. All right. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. All right, because again, it's going to be it's going to be their shame, because when they don't successfully protect them, when they just abandon them, then they're going to be like, but what, I thought we were cool, I thought this and the third, blah blah. And then, they said, oh no, I was never fucking with you, I was never messing with you, I never cared about you, okay, I just wanted this to happen. And then they leave you to your destruction. And then what, you think you're gonna come running to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi? No, it's over for you. You're done. You picked the wrong. Should have picked correctly the first time, but because you didn't, then you're done. Ask your God. If your God doesn't, which is not Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, if your God doesn't save you, then you're just done. All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. When I say ask your God, I mean like ask the person that you had set up to be your God, which in this case would be Egypt, or which spiritually Egypt is Babylon being America, or whatever government that you live in. All right. So when you trust in them and you make them your God, whenever your first response is help me, especially to for an example of this, not especially, but example of this would be the C9. All right. Even though multiple brothers had gone around warning brothers, all right, about that, and they didn't trust them, they didn't trust the prophets of the Lord, they just said, okay, well, the government's telling me to do this, so I'm just going to do it. All right. So then as a result of that, then you made the government your God. So go follow that God that you had set up for yourself, and don't ask the Lord for shit. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad, Babal, and Shalom.